Hola peeps, it's me Armando and welcome to Mando's Madness. Is that really you, Armando? Yes, the hair is different, I know. I look good with any hairstyle, I figured for this video I'd change my hair up, for a little more romance. Just the smolder. I'm sorry. I was thinking about what kind of video I should do next, and then it hit me. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. I would make, maybe some cookie DIYs, the heart, but that's pretty simple. And maybe, some gifts to give your girlfriend. Like, come on now guys, that's simple. Flowers. Even if she says she doesn't want anything, get her flowers. Her favorite flowers and some chocolate. Unless she doesn't like chocolate, then dump her. No. I like chocolate, so if they don't want it, I'll take it. Shit. So I was wondering, what should I do? And then I realized, why not just tell you guys a story? Yes, it's story time with Mando. Will it be a good one? I don't know. Will it make you feel sad? Maybe. Will you pity me? Probably. This is Mando's story on why I hate Valentine's Day. I was gonna save this video for another time, probably later down the future or whatnot, for like anti-bullying month or something like that, but I figured, I can use other stories for that month. Oh, my life wasn't simple. But they sure made me stronger and weirder. But hey, they're what makes me me today. So to begin, you guys, I really don't want your pity. Like, I don't know if that sounds rude or not, but I'm not telling this story so you guys can feel bad for me. Like, I understand it's sad life. I feel bad for myself. Bad enough, okay? But I don't really want you guys to feel sorry for me. Like, it's fine. What happened happened, and sure, maybe it had some consequences in my life. Made me, maybe shy and antisocial, but it's fine. As long as I get around that, I'm totally a normal guy who likes death and blood and anime and acts like a child sometimes. But hey, totally normal. Totally. So let's get started. Long ago, back when Mando was in his fetus years, he was but a wee boy in 4th grade. I don't remember how old though, so whatever age 4th graders are, we'll just go with that. Around this time, I went to California, where I live now, and I went to school here for elementary school because I lived here for a year back in my fetus years. I went to, I think it's pronounced Crowell Elementary, which I think some people have told me that it's like a terrible elementary school. Who knows? I went to that school and I was a new kid. Of course, everyone's gonna hate the new kid a little bit. It's because they don't know him, but some people might like him. I mean, I'm very likable. I have to have people like me. I think this is why I have that reason. Either way, I was new to the school, and I guess I was always different, even as a child. I had dyslexia, but I didn't know I had it. I didn't know I needed glasses to see. I thought everyone saw as blurry as I did. And yeah, I was like that for like till 6th grade, okay? So how I did life, I don't know, but damn. So as days went by in this new school, of course I had a little problem with the whole reading, math, and everything else in life. I struggled a little bit, and because of this struggle, I had been holding up the class when it came to doing problems, because apparently we did them in groups and I was always the slowest one. So somehow I ended up, I guess, pissing off some white kid. I pissed off this kid. I don't even remember his name or what he looks like. I think he was blonde, but he could have been dirty blonde. Like, I don't really remember. Memory loss, accident, I don't know. But like I somehow ended up pissing him off. I don't know how. It could have been my skin, it could have been how I looked. I was a little overweight as a child, as my entire life is. I'm a little bit overweight. How I sounded, how I spoke, I don't know what it was that pissed him off, but something pissed him off. So he decided to pick on me, which, I didn't really mind at the time. I'm sure he said some mean things to me about my race and how I looked and stuff, but I couldn't care less. It just didn't really offend me, but days went on and it kept happening, and he kind of started getting like this little group of kids with him who started picking on me, and eventually it was pretty much half the class. At this point, I did feel a little bit, not afraid. It was more like sad. Like, I don't understand why I felt sad, but I can remember feeling sad that all these people hated me. And it wasn't sad because they hated me, it was sad because they hated. I don't like hating things, but I felt sad for them. So I was nice to them, even though they were mean to me. Sure, this did not work for me because eventually more kids started picking on me. Days and days went on. We had breaks and we've had cold weather, so most of our time spent inside classrooms to play. A lot of times I would play with a few of my friends, the friends I did have. There weren't a lot, but there were a few, and as days went on, I ended up losing some friends. Just out of nowhere, they weren't my friends anymore. They didn't talk to me, they ignored me, and then they started also helping the other kid pick on me. And that kind of hurt. I remember being down to 3 friends, and then came the nickname. There is one name in this world that I will kill people if they call me. Only a few people know. It does hurt when I hear it. Like, it's not even a hurtful name. Like, it's not a curse word or anything. It's just the nickname they gave me referenced something. I would share it with you guys, but the fact that all of you knowing would kind of be bad for me, because it's just, no. But, hey, maybe I'll tell you one day. Either way, they started calling me this nickname instead of my actual name for days, for months. And of course, like anybody would, you would feel sad. That time I felt sad for me. I don't know how it happened, but quickly the whole class was practically against me. So I was down to 2 friends, and then I was down to 1. It was just me and this other boy. Like, he was practically my closest friend at this time. I remember I used to go home crying. It hurts when you lose friends and then they end up picking on you only because some other kid is telling them to. Like, it makes you think about how easily friendships can be broken. But abandonment issues, right? A few days later, and I ended up losing my last friend. I remember, you know, he was with the bully at the time, and they were talking. I don't know what they were talking about, but next thing I know, he was against me too. Days went on, and now the whole class was against me. I was called by my hideous nickname every day, and even the teacher didn't really care. Teacher of the year right here, right? He hears what they call me, but you know what? He didn't care. But I knew I was leaving around the time. I really didn't care anymore. I was just, to me, counting down the days until I go back home. And, ooh, those were some long days. But we're getting to the real story now. A little side story. I used to go to this ESOL class, I don't know if that's how you can pronounce it, but to help with my reading and my speaking, because I don't think I was fluent in English yet. I go to this teacher, Miss Valentine's, whose birthday was on Valentine, and she was my favorite teacher. It was always me alone because apparently I'm the only illiterate child at the time. But it was one-on-one with her, and it would take me away from my regular class time, so I was away from everybody. Which, oh, holy Jesus Christ, it was beautiful. And she had a dog. Like, this school allowed her to bring her dog. That dog was gorgeous. I used to have a picture. She took a picture of me and the dog, and like, I had a copy of it, but I don't remember where I put it. I had it for so long too, but I moved around so much, I guess I lost it at some point. So, Valentine's Day was drawing near. It was gonna be one of my last holidays with these people because I was gonna leave. So I figured I'd be nice enough and, you know, try to get the little bit left of happiness out, and maybe they forgive me if I give them candy. And I bought candies and cards, and it was all ready, it was all cool, all prepared, they looked nice. And I even had a little saved the money to get Miss Valentine's, like these big chocolate heart thing. Like, she was my favorite, just okay, so as Valentine's drew near, I got everything ready and prepared, and then it was the day of Valentine's. It felt like years in one day, like holy shit, just the drama of Valentine's Day for little 4th graders. Damn, everything had to get prepared. We had to do our lessons, and I waited for our free time so to see these kids receive my stuff and be happy with me. It was free time, so we all lined up, and then at the same time everybody went off and put their cards and candies to people. Everyone was passing out their candies and cards and little hearts and chocolates and kisses, and everyone finished up. I finished up too, and we all returned back to our seats, and there would be in our desks, like they're the ones that you open, there would be, you know, the candies and stuff. Everyone's opening theirs and pulling out, and they're being all happy, and I get to my desk and I open it. Do you know that whole, you know, whenever you open something, it's like that thing, like the holy lights and everything, that whatever the opposite of that is, imagine that happened to me, like spitfires and everything. I opened it up, and inside it was practically empty. There were broken candy pieces and like 2 cards out of a class of like 30 or something. And I'm pretty sure my heart broke. Like, dead. I was practically dead inside at this point. Like, I was done with it. I wanted to break down in tears because my whole plan was shattered. Like, it didn't work apparently, because the kids started laughing. As soon as they see my face, of course it was the bully who was laughing, and then everyone else joined in. Teacher didn't care. Teacher was doing whatever he was doing. And, you know, I wanted to cry, but I kind of sucked it up because I got to go to Miss Valentine's. Even though I was a bit heartbroken and full of regrets with my entire life. And that's a lot of like drama. That's a lot of crap for a little 4th grader. Like, holy shit, school. But I went to Miss Valentine's and I spent more time at her because she actually had a party. It was full of kids that, you know, also had her, but at different times, different classes, and there was a lot of them. But I was the only one from my class, and I wasn't fully happy, but I was really happy that I got to be away from people. But again, I was shy to talk to these kids, and it's probably because the other people hate me. So I think I figured if I talked to these people, they would hate me because I don't know what's wrong with me. Yay! Self-esteem. I think that's why I'm shy and antisocial now. That's probably the reason. Guys, we figured that one out. Now let's see if we can figure out the rest. So I do remember going back to class, and if you think it's over there, there's more pain to come. I was happy after the party with Miss Valentine's. I gave her a chocolate, she gave me chocolates, and then I get back to class, and class is almost over. About to go home, and everybody's lined up, and we do it alphabetical order, where I'm always last, since my last name is a U. Right next to the door, there's a trash can. Can you see where I'm going with this? The first one out, I think, was the bully. Can't really be sure, but I remember noticing him as he left, because he was further up in the line. But he ended up throwing away my candy and card. Like, it was still intact. He ended up throwing it away, and like, he made sure I saw him. Like, we made eye contact. He threw it away. He grinned and he leaves. So then after him, everyone else down the line as we were leaving were throwing my candy away in the bin. And I couldn't really not look. I mean, we were in a line and I had to wait my turn to leave. And they were throwing my candy, each one by one. Even my old friends, candy and card in the trash bin. The teacher, forget about the teacher. I don't think he could do anything anyways. Just bin. Life was just beautiful. So here I am watching this. Whatever piece of happiness I had was completely and utterly destroyed at that time. My turn to leave, and I remember looking into the bin and seeing it full of my candy and cards. It's really just, I don't know how to say it, but like the amount of sadness. Like, there's no anger involved. Like, it's just depression. There you go. It's just so much sad for a 4th grader. Like, I'm pretty sure I just wanted to die. I remember going home and I remember crying, like in front of my mom too. She didn't understand why I was crying and I couldn't tell her. And I practically didn't even care anymore because I stopped crying, and you know, my life was just like, I'm leaving, it's cool, whatever. Just whatever piece of it I cared for humanity at the time was just snapped. Humans are terrible, but you know, some are okay. And I think ever since then, I've been traumatized of Valentine's Day. I remember skipping school on Valentine's Day just so I didn't have to give people cards and candies. Like, I went back to Florida, okay? Like, and I was with friends, like people that actually liked me, but I still kind of didn't want to go to school on Valentine's Day and give people cards and candies. Sometimes I went and I was like super anxious and not excited. I was just so full of angst. Like fear, I think, crept in there. My palms were sweaty. I end up watching horror movies where people die and there's no happy ending. That's how I spend my Valentine's Day now. Thank you, 4th grade. I'm pretty sure I'm traumatized. And it's not that I don't like Valentine's Day because of no one to love. Like, sure, I'm single, sure, there's no one there for me right now, but it's not the reason I hate it. I don't hate it because I don't have love. It's because it's just brings back terrible memories. And I hate Valentine's Day because of it. Sure, maybe I can change, but I still get the jittery fear in me. Like, what if people don't accept me? What if they don't accept my stuff? I have abandonment issues now because of it. Like, I want friends, but at the same time I can't get close to friends because what if they leave me? Like, legit, I need like a 3 months advance notice if you're gonna leave me, because then I probably will be okay with it. But no sudden drops, okay? Because I might just cry. No, I won't cry, but it would hurt. Like, come on now. Abandonment issues. People have trust issues. I have abandonment issues. Like, my father even left. What more to say there? Jesus Christ, you guys. I've learned to live with it, and if I could, then maybe other people can too. So this message is, you know, out there for you guys. If you're being bullied, speak up. Like, tell someone, your parents. I had the problem of not telling my mom. I had the problem of not telling my mom, and you know what? Because of that, I was bullied for an entire school year. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and stay weird. Be nice, you guys, and spread the madness. See ya. We wish them all happy Valentines, don't we, Casper? Say, happy Valentines.